that was the wrong button, guys. That was the wrong button. The late adopter. How you guys doing? Shall we go something like this? Big image, nah, we're going to small image. I'm too tired for that. How's everybody doing, guys? How's everybody doing? Do you like the charts so far? Do you like the charts? We are going down as predicted yesterday in the live stream. We're going down, still going down. It's fine. We're gonna see how far down we can actually go. Are we gonna go all the way down to 30,000 or something like that? You know, we're gonna see that. Anyways, how you guys doing in the chat? Paulo is here, Nihal is here, Ralph, Stanimir, PNL. The green boys are in the house. That's nice. That's nice. And the rest of the guys as well. Moria, Mandy De Bruin. Mandy. I remember a game with the name Mandy. Yeah, in 1980s or something like that. Now, you know, any game in 1980 that had the name Mandy on, you know, it was a nice game. George, how you doing, guys? So are you interested what's gonna happen with Bitcoin right now? Or are you bored? I'm seeing like only 100 people in chat right now, you know, so I'm guessing like there is not a lot of hype today. It's pretty standard right now. It's sitting between the two, you know, in the middle of the channel. We had this very nice number here that we didn't wanna, you know, cross below. Unfortunately, right now we're crossing below, but we didn't close below 33,000. You can see here we didn't close below this support level yesterday. We didn't close below that. We closed above it. So, you know, we managed to hold the support, but unfortunately, you know, and we went up right after that, tried to get above the 10 moving average. That failed, and right now it's pushing us below the support at 33,380. Technically speaking, on the daily there is no more support until we get all the way down to some 31,600 level. So we're gonna see that. I'm from the 80s. Mandy. Okay, so you know, between these two levels, there is not much support just by looking on the dailies. I mean, there is support down here. We can maybe add some lines over here, very nice lines, you know, and might indicate some kind of you know, yeah, there are actually a lot of support just by looking at this. That's why it's going so slowly. Because, you know, there is a bunch of supports on the way down based on the previous trading, right? So I think it's gonna take a little while because of that you know, that we're gonna use a little time to get down to the bottom. We're gonna use a little time to get out to the bottom down here, but you know, right now if we close below 33,380 on the daily time today, I'm seeing more downside. I'm seeing still more downside. Like this doesn't look bullish to me at all. Doesn't matter how you twist and turn it, it doesn't look bullish. The RSI is just sitting around, what's that right now, 42. You know, it went up, down, all right. So, you know, daily doesn't look bullish, guys. Daily doesn't look bullish. It hold 33, came a week to take those stop losses, but I'm not confident that it will hold. Need to reclaim 34 and test, else gonna go down. Nihal, you are calling 33, then 32, that's over there, and we're gonna see if, you know, if we're gonna go to 31 and, you know, fall below down here. But you know, it's hard to tell what's gonna happen, but I think that probability to actually test this low down here at 31.6 is pretty big if we close the day on the daily. If we close the daily below the 33,380, if we close below this level down here on the daily, I think it's probability is that we are gonna test the lows. The probability will test lows, and so we already did test the lows 2 times. Like we might even break the lows, create a new lower low, maybe even hit the support line, and we're gonna see after that, you know, if the support line is gonna go broken and we're gonna go down for. But right now it's some kind of bleeding action going on downwards, so we're gonna see how long this bleeding action is gonna actually take. On but you know, on the daily chart we are above below all the moving averages. On the 4 hour is still below all the moving averages. There is no airside divergence or anything that's actually saying that we are over here. There is no airside divergence going on. I've been checking it. Everything plays out as, you know, as it can. Right now we're hitting some kind of resistance. Here we were having some kind of momentum. Right now the momentum is giving up, but this 4 hourly, so you don't want to look at MACD on the 4 hourly. But there might be some kind of a really weird triangle or falling wedge going on right over here. Really weird. So it's got something like this over here. And the only reason I like this is because, you know, hitting it 1, 2, 3 times, 1, 2, 3 times. So I think something's gonna happen soon. Something's gonna happen. So this is on the 4 hourly time frame. So this is closing in 22 minutes. So 4, 8, 12 hours. Like in next 12 hours, something is gonna happen. Something big, I think. Now this is a falling wedge, of course, and falling wedges. I don't know if this is a falling wedge because it's really hard to like. Maybe it should be more pronounced, but it's not. It's a falling wedge, so the probability is that we are actually gonna go up from here just by looking at this wedge over here. It is a nice wedge. It is a nice wedge. You know, I like that, you know, this top over here with this bottom and this bottom are confirming the line, and these 3 touches up here, like it's not perfect. The upper line is not actually perfect. Maybe you can make it perfect. There's no way to make it perfect. It's good enough. It's good enough. But this is, you know, this is a falling wedge, and the falling wedges break to the upside in the short term, right? Break to the upside. Now, if we actually break to the downside, this should be very, very bearish move, because in a downtrend, when you're having a falling wedge, in a downtrend and you break to the downside, that's a bearish move. That's a bearish move. So we're gonna see, but I think within the next 12 hours something is gonna happen over here. Something's gonna happen either up or down. The probability should say that we are gonna go to the upside, but you know, when you are looking at the moving average and stuff like that, you know you are below all the moving averages, so prices still being pushed a little bit down. We might actually get up here, get out of the wedge to the upside, then hit some kind of moving averages, and then tumble down again, right? Because this is the 4 hourly falling wedge, this 4 hourly falling wedge, and you know, it doesn't mean that we are gonna go all the way up to the top. Like the best case scenario is like we go up somewhere up here, right, and test those levels up there. Let's see how this. Yeah, something like that should be. If we get out of the wedge, maybe we go all the way up again, test like 36,000, something like that, again for a millionth time. Right, that might be it. But you know, if we fall out of this wedge, because we are already on the daily, we already broken the 10 moving average, got rejected here at the top. We just got rejected at the top. We just got rejected by the 20 moving average. We broke the 10 moving average. Now we are breaking 33,000 support line. Like, how many supports and, you know, resistance are you gonna get rejected and break on the way down? So I don't know, it looks shady to me. It looks shady, I'm not gonna lie, it looks shady. I'm not quite sure if this is actually legit. It's okay falling wedge, but you know, we're gonna see if it actually plays out the way it should, because right now, although these wedges do play out to the upside, I have some kind of gut feeling it's gonna go, you know, we're gonna say, you know, it might actually play to the upside. We're gonna give it room of that. We're gonna believe in technical analysis and say this might actually go up to the upside. Let's see what's happening on 1 hourly time frame, if there is any divergence, because there have been a lot of divergences yesterday over here. So let's zoom in a little bit on the chart over here and see if you know, we can find any divergence. So there is definitely divergence here right now happening, and that's pushing the price up, you know. But these are 1 hourly divergences, you know, they don't play out for that long. They don't play out for that long, but it might give some kind of hopium, you know, that we are going to climb up to this resistance and then break to the upside. So there's that. There's always that, right? Let's pull out the moving averages and go down to small time frames and see how the moves are actually playing out. 30 minutes is right now. 30 minutes, there's the divergence, and we are climbing the moving averages. 15, 10, 5 minutes. I think it's too early to call right now. I think it's too early to call. And technically, it doesn't look good. Technically, it looks bearish. technically it looks bearish, and I think if we do actually break to the upside here on this falling wedge, that we might actually just continue, you know, find some kind of resistance again, and you know, continue going down, because this to me looks like a bearish move. But it can be, you know, higher high, you know, low, higher low, you know, and then we go up here somewhere, you know, and you know, kind of get out of the dump, so this might be some kind of lower low being created right now. But we're gonna see, but right now I'm a little bit unsure whether, you know, the big move is to the downside or not, because we are in some kind of falling wedge over here, and falling wedges tend to break to the upside. So I don't want to be too bearish right now because of this, you know. Although we are below the moving averages, we are being pushed down. Let's see if the volume can say anything to us. Nah, the volume is going down, so you know, people are not very interested in this down move. As you see, the down moves down, the volume is kind of going down, Can you say it's going down? Maybe it's going down. So people are not very interested in the move. Let's see on the 1 hourly. Yeah, I would say that during this phase over here, the volume is actually going down, and that means that interest in the move to the downside is actually fading. So I think the probability right now that we are going to bounce here around 33,000. I think we're going to bounce here on 30,000. It's not a tradable event. I mean, sure, it's falling wedge, you know, you break the pattern, you go to the upside, but it's kind of shady looking. But I think, you know, the move might be actually to the upside a little bit. Anyways, guys, how you doing? What do you think? Possible big inverse head and shoulders on the 4 hourly. I've been looking at you guys are thinking about this, right? Something like this, or something like this over here, right? If I'm not mistaken. Well, first thing first, we gotta get down to the neckline to actually break it, you know. So it's too early to call. No, not that one. Oh, I mean this one. Because you have inverse head and shoulders. Okay, inverse. Oh, I see it. I see that. Okay. Inverse, yeah, inverse and shoulders like this, right? So yeah, maybe that's gonna play out. Let's see that on another chart over here, because it's a clean chart. So what he is saying is that we got some kind of head and shoulders going on here, right? It's a weird head and shoulders, but you know, we take what we get. And it's inverse, so. But this week, you know, are we gonna count the week or not? Let's not count the week. Right? Yeah, perfect. The first thing is the problem I see is the wick, because the wick, the left shoulder goes below the head, right? So you know, are we gonna count the wick or not? Let's see if there is a wick over here. Yeah, there is a wick here as well. So you know, this is actually doing something like this and not a head and shoulders. I know people are actually using this, but there is actually a wick down here. So we have to take that into account. But let's assume there is no wick over here and that this is actually head and shoulders, and we are gonna go up here. The target for that should be something like, right, the targets are nice. Depends on where you are, of course, break out. Something like 43,000. So you know, it gives hopium to the people. This would be very bullish move if this actually happened. So you know, we're gonna see. But I don't like the wick. But beside the wick, you know, it looks like maybe it's gonna play out. But you never know, because this is a very big move that has to happen right now. There's a very big move that has to happen right now for this to actually be validated. So assumptions in technical analysis is never good. When you're assuming it's gonna go up here, it's gonna create a head and shoulders pattern, it's like gambling. You're assuming something that's actually might never happen because it's just too far off. When we come up almost up here, you know, you can start assuming head and shoulders pattern because, you know, it's so close to actually hitting it, and you can also see some kind of patterns whether this is bullish or bearish and whether we're gonna hit or not, and then you can start assuming something. But down here it's too early to start assuming. Big cheek slapping pump ink coming in. You think it's pumping? It's pumping. Yeah, it looks like you want to get out of that falling wedge. Yeah, it looks like you want to get out of the falling wedge, but this you can see this this resistance right over here, 33,380. That's gonna be tough one to break. That's gonna be tough one to break, but it wants to go. It wants to go. It definitely wants to go. It looks like it wants to go. Resumes minimum. Measure moved to 38k before coming down to retest 36 as support. Up to 38 and 36 support. That's very bullish, man. That's very bullish of you. 38, 36, and then up. Maybe, why not? See 5-minute chart. What a pump! Wow, yeah, what a pump! Look at that, guys. Look at that. This, wow, going to the moon right now on the 5-minute chart, guys. Going to the moon right now. Anyways, guys, it's very uneventful Bitcoin daily stream because, you know, not much is here. Beside this falling wedge down here, beside the falling wedge, there is not much happening, guys. There is not much happening. We're still in the falling wedge. We did break down through the 10 moving average on the daily chart, retest as a resistance, which is actually bearish. So I don't know how this is gonna break to the upside, but, you know, it's still got 12 hours to do so. So you're gonna see that, see if it can actually manage to break to the upside or not. But it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult, you know, to break to the upside. It's gonna be difficult to break to the upside because I'm seeing bearish momentum. But that's saying it is a falling wedge. So I think it's a no-go move right now. I think we have to wait to see which way this is gonna go. We are all losing our money. You only think you are losing the money. You're not actually losing money. If you have Bitcoin and Bitcoin goes down, you still have the same amount of Bitcoin, man. Nothing really is happening in the last couple of weeks. Yeah, it's been kind of it's been kind of boring. But I'm still buying. Good for you, man. Okay, guys, I got stuff to do. You know, I got you know, you don't lose money if you don't sell. Anyways, guys, I think in 1 month, when we will be in range of 26, 36, there will be less people, and probably we'll have one-on-one debate instead of live stream. Yeah, the live stream might actually die. I just read about Bitcoin's active address fall below Ethereum's after 60% drops in 6 weeks. So if you see the chart over here, you can see the active Bitcoin number of active addresses, 7-day moving average. This is the orange line. You can see that it sharply went all the way down, something like March, April, May, June. Yeah, April. It's down to some May levels down here, right? It was still a bull market, you know. So, but active addresses means that, you know, people are not interested in trading. You can notice that on the move to the downside. You can notice that on the move to the downside. Thank you for your daily updates. Great content. You're welcome. We gotta know every single day at 9:30 Central European time. We got this you know, daily live stream. So do stop by, subscribe to the channel, and stop by every, you know, to get the notifications. You know, hit the notifications button, bell button, all the buttons, you know, and you know, stop by every single day at 9:30. We do update on Bitcoin. technical analysis, what's happening, what we think is going to go up, going to down, is the big move coming, little move, sideways move. Like right now we are looking at you know, we got some kind of falling wedge that's actually bullish. It should break to the upside, and unfortunately there is a lot of bearishness going on, so it's kind of hard to actually distinguish whether we're going to go up or down. But you know, oftentimes, you know, we can pretty confidently say that, you know, it's going to go in one or the other direction, right? But right now it's kind of shady business, so you know, it's not good for longing or shorting the way I see it. Anyways, stop by every single day at 9:30 Central European time, and you know, watch the show. I will stay watching all your live streams, bro. I love them. Thank you. You're welcome, Keith. You're welcome. Anyways, guys, Twin Memubisala, he's thinking going down, but M Devil thinks we're gonna go up. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. See you around. Bye bye. Where's my stop button? There it is.